Alright,
Alright, so
here we are back to Hot Atlanta. And Miss Squirrel is about to interview Mr. Monkey. Camera action.
So what is today?
Well, today's Thursday, it's 1:05 and finally I'm ready to go. Here's my backpack, it's 28 pounds.
So where are you going?
I'm going to what I call Fontana Loop. I'm going to start at the Lakeshore Trail and go west. And then I turn north, upward, go north along, I think it's called Hazel Creek. And at some point, I think at my fourth day, I'm going to have like 3,000 feet to climb. But the next day, day number 5, going to be only 5 miles and all downhill. But now summer is back, so I think it's the right time to be in the mountains. Nice parking lot, and this is where I go to adventure. And the first night on Thursday I just took off, got really impressed with the flowers.
Oh, really?
We have to figure out how they're called. These white flowers on the tree, there are tons of them. Further investigation revealed that this is mountain laurel. And this is one of many streams that I crossed. I think this is Wolf Creek. And here comes my first sighting of wildlife, wild boars. Alright, goodbye buddies. I was getting worried about you getting too close. And as the night fell upon the woods, while I still was looking for campsite number 72, which I never found, things were getting scarier and scarier.
What? There he is! Where? There! What, behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit. You silly sod! What? You got us all worked up! Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on.
Well, luckily this rabbit didn't hurt me. I survived the night and next day enjoyed a wonderful morning. And the next thing I saw on the trail was a pheasant. A quick update. It's Thursday, 2 p.m. Actually, it was Friday. And I'm enjoying my walk on the Lakeshore Trail. Right now I'm walking on this wide forest roads that just follow the lake. It's very nice to see the water. I didn't see much of it in the beginning, but now actually I can see the water, see the lake, and I took some wonderful pictures of the lakes.
here I am at campsite number 77. After some hesitation, actually a lot of hesitation, I decided to stay here and just have a nice evening without rushing anywhere, without waiting in the dark. And so I camped here at 6, so I have plenty of time. Now it's 7:30 and I'm cooking my favorite food. Guess what it is, my friends? This is sausage and mashed potatoes.
I had fire that night, so I had it like for maybe an hour. So I went to bed like around 10, and I thought I will next morning I will get up at 6 and instead of sleep until 9. Well, I took off at 11, and the first thing I saw, like maybe in half a mile after taking off, was a rattlesnake.
Oh, wow.
Another rattlesnake.
Whoa.
So just one a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't right on the trail, but close to the trail.
How big was it?
Well, it didn't look too big, but when it actually at some point started, moving, I realized it was not too small. It was probably similar.
Did it
size.
rattle?
It didn't rattle when I saw it, and when I approached it, which I think is a very bad thing for rattlesnake, it's supposed to rattle.
What's up, dude? Why are you not rattling, you bastard? You're supposed to warn me. Yes, you better get off the trail. Off the trail. As there was no large animals around anymore, I just started taking pictures of small critters on the trail. Life is good.
But actually, when I turned right on the Hazel Creek Trail, it turned out that after that point, the Hazel Trail turned out to be just basically a flat, wide road, a gravel road. So it was a really easy walk. Actually, by the way, Hazel Creek is a pretty beautiful, quite beautiful creek. It's wide and it's like powerful. It's very nice. And then I reached campsite number 85, and actually I was planning to camp a couple of miles farther. I think it was supposed to be 87. But as I was passing by, people who were camping at campsite 85 asked me where I was going, and they told me that actually next two campsites were closed because of aggressive bear activity. And they were very hospitable and very welcoming. They offered me some trout they caught and some cornbread and even some whiskey eventually. They were from West Carolina, they told me. That was my Saturday and Saturday night. And on Sunday I knew I had 3,000 feet to uphill to go, climb, 3,000 feet climb, and I knew I had like 11 miles to go. So I decided to get up really early. I got up like at 6 this time, and I took off without even having breakfast, like at 6:30. Well, this is totally unbelievable, but this is Sunday morning and I'm hitting the trail at 6:50. Point after having breakfast, I turned on the Cold Spring Gap Trail.
Okay.
Alright, here I am on Cold Spring Gap Trail, and I just crossed this stream, which I think is Hazel Creek, and I'm about to start my climb, 3,000 feet climb. And you can actually see it's beginning already. At the lower part of the trail, as usual, I entertain myself taking picture of small critters I found there, like this toad, which was trying to escape, but I got him, put him on the rock, and he posed for me really well.
And that was, well, the hardest part of the trail, I guess, but I was really kind of prepared for it. I knew it would be 3,000 feet, so it didn't turn out too bad, because I expected it to be hard, so I didn't feel it was too hard. And actually the guys at the campsite called it ball buster. They say, you're going to do this ball buster tomorrow.
My next destination is Bear Creek Trail. This is where I turn right and hopefully go downhill. There better be nice views out there.
And then I kept going, and in a half a mile there was this rock view.
Красота!
And from there, things became really easy. It was all downhill, but you know, 11 miles plus this fur trail really built up on me. So when I was reaching campsite number 75, that was my last campsite, and it turned out to be a very nice campsite, and there was a bunch of people already, and that also was a nice, I think, outcome for me, because they turned out to be very interesting, you know, very nice, friendly, interesting people. And they told me a number of bear stories, how bears were stealing their food and actually grand chickens. Actually, I put it on tape.
I'm Carl Fisher from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We were hiking in the Tetons. We hiked along Death's Shelf, and we'd come off Death's Shelf, and we were in an area where we knew the bears were habituated, and we strung our food between two small trees with a nylon line. We had it hung about 10 feet in the air. Went to bed about 10 o'clock at night. We heard some noise. We went out. There was a mother with two cubs. We went back in the tent as that would provide any protection. And the mother sent one of the cubs up the tree, grabbed the line, stretched the line, so that the bag would come down. And the mother reached up with her claws, grabbed the bag, ripped it. We heard the ripping, the snorting of the mother, and then when the mother let the bag go, it was kind of like on a piñata, and all the food came flying out, and then the cubs were fighting over the food. And that went on for probably 20 minutes before they left, and they ate everything that was in that bag, every lick of food that was eaten.
And on Monday, as I said, I got up at 7:30, had my breakfast, and the last memorable thing I saw that that day was another snake. It wasn't a rattler. Apparently, it didn't look like a poisonous snake. It was just lying on the trail, and I again took advantage, taking pictures from all possible angles, but my camera was running out of juice, so I had to stop.